Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your next 2 weeks, the end of December 2021. We're going to take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Capricorn, and whatever comes through for you, I will relate to you using the cards for visual. Now, what I'm getting right off the bat, my beautiful Capricorns, butterflies are going to be very, very important. If you feel you've been seeing dragonflies, okay, like I have this dragonfly here, this is butterflies. So this is a completion inside of you, and it is going to be very, very big. Remember, as we move into the year of 2022, starting in January, we have a brand new world emerging. People are going to come out of the woodwork, and they're coming out looking for you. Not necessarily in a bad way, Capricorn, but this is a moment to find the right place, the right people, everything that suits you in a very short amount of time. So if you've been feeling restricted, I'm hearing no, baby, you're not restricted. Go above and beyond. Go to my website, AscendingSoulsJourney. I have a lot of opportunities for you to help you through that. So let's take a look at your reading. There you go. We have the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is an ending that was very, very painful, that may have made you feel restricted. I feel for a lot of you, this is more about your family than it is about a person, although it's very different for each and every one of you in a general reading. Capricorn, that 10 is getting ready to turn into a 1. And what I said was in January, starting on the 1st of January, you're going to feel the effects of this turning into a 1. The Ace of Swords. Truth and transparency is what our world is changing into as we roll out of the next 2 weeks of the end of this year. This is a beautiful moment for you to pull out and finalize any of the healing you've done. And I'm talking about on a deeper level than you probably feel you have. This is that moment where you're going to be shown and show yourself, and you will be seen in a whole brand new light, healed and open. People are going to be amazed by you, Capricorn, because you're an amazing individual as it is. But what you have to offer the world is going to create a lot of earthly bonding with the soil underneath our feet, where we blend in harmony and balance with Mother Nature. This isn't going to be ever there again, because you're going to learn how to overcome that in the next 2 weeks. December 23rd is a very important day for you. December 23rd, 1, 2, right? And look at the synchronicities around you. The 23rd, 1, 2, 3. Moving forward, there's your progressive number right there. Moving forward, traveling, relocating. But for a lot of you, this is that inner connection with the interconnection of the universal elements around you. This is big. It's bigger than you ever thought possible. This is a dream that you're getting ready to overcome, because this is going to be released. This is like that little thorn inside your body in your thumb that you couldn't get out. And whenever you touch that one area ever so gently, even just lightly touching something, you can feel that thorn deep down in. You're digging that final piece out in the end of December, and you are moving forward. That's it. I'm done. I'm telling you, whatever you're showing the world is going to be amazing. Now we have the King of Swords. This is new opportunities, and it's absolutely about truth. And the King of Swords represents truth and transparency, and that's what I'm saying. This is going to turn into the Ace. You're letting go, you're severing ties with this King, and embracing the energy of the King of Swords. The King of Swords speaks with truth, and they're very clear on what they say. That's you. There will be no stumbling. There will be no tongue-tied twisting. Even the word won't be in your vocabulary as we roll into the new year. There's no more fumbling or falling. You're moving forward and standing up courageous as a leader amongst your own people in your own life. But for a lot of you, you're blending with the area of Aquarius. You're blending in a harmonic balance with the zodiac sign right next to you, and that's part of your path. You could have Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius in your chart, but whether you do or not, Capricorn precedes Aquarius. So in the lineup, you're letting go and you're moving in, helping them be a leader, but you're standing side by side. So this is that beautiful pivoting moment for you, and I love this. Let's take a little bit more look at the detail that's around you. Let me shuffle these up. Okay. All right, the detail that comes with that Ten of Swords. The Ace of Wands. You see how everything fits, and here's the 1. 1, 2, 3 is very important. 1223 is your number. That is a very important day where you're going to feel excitement. Whatever you've been working on, it's almost like magic. Like something that you can't see is going to blow out the pain that's been holding you back. Something you can feel, but you don't necessarily know what it is going to pull that little thorn out. And that thorn represents all of the pain that you've experienced in life. You guys are rising to a brand new level, and that's what you truly want, and that's what's going to excite you. Where you blend harmonically, like I said, with the earth under your feet. And we're seeing a picture with a lot of land. This is you embarking on a brand new venture in life, a brand new beginning. Going to be very, very exciting. Now, this is flying in from out of the blue. The detail is you have somebody who hurt you that may be flying in from out of the blue. I don't mean the twin flame. I don't mean the ex that hurt you. I mean, this is somebody that you blended well with in the past. It's the two of you, the salt and pepper, coming into seasoning your life in a beautiful way where it creates the most spectacular dish, and you're going to hand it to the world. It could be, again, a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, and most definitely you're cutting ties with anything that hurt you or anyone. You could be releasing situations that have nothing to do with romance, but it has everything to do with career endeavors that did not pan out for you. This is anything in the material world. You're letting go of it. The reason I say that, although we're looking at an air sign card, because you yourself represent Pentacles. Pentacles is the harmonic balance with Mother Nature, with the ground and the soils that blend under the feet, and they mesh with the invisible webs from the universal energies underneath you. I know this is a way out there reading, but you guys are ready for this reading. It's time for you to recognize, to release, and move forward. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius are very, very important. We have the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is talking about this passion. This is somebody, something coming in that is going to be so unbelievably exciting for you. If you've been feeling stuck, you're going to move forward. If you've been feeling unexcited about what you're doing, your career, your life, you are going to see something right around the 23rd of December that's going to open up your mind, and it's going to open up an exciting moment in you where it's reinstilling sensuality, even possibly sexuality for some of you, but it's more about the inner you, the core of who you are. That's what this reading, that's what the next 2 weeks are going to bring in for you. Now I'm going to pull a little bit more detail with a different deck. And then we'll look at the adversities. Here's an apology coming in from a person that may have hurt you. This could have been from childhood, because the page represents youth. It represents a teenage year that you may have encountered. It doesn't mean the person is coming back. It means the experience is going to be forgiven. However, for some of you, it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Somebody that you blended beautifully. You probably thought you were going to be friends forever. You two were inseparable, but the pain that this person caused was more than you could bear. A separation took place. However, they still stir you. You're thinking of them, and you're going to see them in your dream. It may be right around the 23rd. Remember, this is a real I love you. This is a real apology coming in. This is something you're going to be able to just grab and put right back into the heart where you felt a void inside of you. If this is somebody brand new, it's going to rise you up, and it's going to take place of anybody that hurt you in the past. We have the Queen of Wands. Absolute confidence, 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 confidence. And it represents the month of December. You may be meeting an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a fire sign, a Leo. That whoever it is, they captivate you. They just mesmerize you as you look at them. Staring into their eyes, you're going to see a reflection of your own self. And as you look at them and say, wow, this is an amazing person, this is somebody I would love to be around, it's going to be reflecting you, where you're going to fall in love with your own self. Not from a place of arrogance, but from a place of beauty, from a place of goodness inside of you, that you're going to shine in the outside world. Now, please, if any of this, even one bit of inspiration helps you, I ask you to share this video with your family, your friends, somebody you haven't spoken to in years. By doing that, it's not about judging. What will they think of me? It's not our place to do. Send it out. They may laugh and not look at it, but in 3 months from now, they may open up this video because they see you're changing. They see you with a new job, a new experience, enlightened by love itself, and creating things and people and experiences around you that you're meant to have. This is beautiful flowing energy where you are totally, totally changing. Now, we do have the Two of Swords, and this is being stuck and not knowing how to make a decision. But if you look closer at this card, this is about walking forward, not communicating with anybody, and do not share with anybody what you're doing. Keep the swords crossed so that you do not reveal whatever you're working on in your life, and follow it blindly. Do it from a place inside where you can hear them whispering in your ear. You can feel the guidance of the unknown, because this is cleansing out anything that was restricting you, where the swords are going to turn upright and you will have your moment to speak about your new creation, about your new endeavor, and show them the new you, the brand new confidence that you're bringing in. For some of you, this is absolutely wondering, should I or shouldn't I, whatever this situation is coming back in. But for the majority of you, this is you seeing yourself from your inner connection, the inner connection that's connected to the outside universal elements, the interconnection that takes the planets, the scientific and the humanistic experience, and rolls it all into one. You're going to see what nobody else can see. You're going to see beyond the moon and the stars. It's going to be an enlightening moment. Now we're going to take a look at whatever adversities may be coming in that could prevent you from the positive energy that we just saw in this portion of your reading. Then we're going to look at love. All right. So we do have the Seven of Pentacles, and that's what I mean. You were hurt over and over, and you had to be dragged into the depth beneath you. Grounding yourself into the ground to look what was under your feet. It may have stemmed from childhood, the roots that we came in with. It may be from a past life experience, depending on what level in your journey it is. But the Seven of Pentacles is saying you've done some deep soul searching, looking for you, and you will find that reflection. But equally, this is an adversity. The adversity is the dark night of the soul. And some of you might be looking a little bit deeper so that you can find the right cord and clip it. And again, my website has help for that. The Empress. The Empress is a beautiful energy where we feel whole, we feel complete, we got it all going on, and the world sees it that way. But equally as a challenge, the Empress can be you not having it all in completion. But that's what you're going to accomplish in the end of 2021. Over the next 2 weeks, you may have a situation with a person that you felt was an authoritative individual in your life. And again, it could be the zodiac signs that I had already mentioned. But it's not even about the zodiac sign. It's representation of anything or anyone that made you look deep, that stopped you from the life that you were living and made you look deep underneath. Look for what was hidden. That's what's going to be your adversity. Now we have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords is right next to the King of Swords in the same lineup. We have a lot of swords over here. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but it also represents January, right? The adversity is the Queen of Swords, being an authoritative, being a leader in your own unit, in your own career sector. And most definitely, to the outside world, you are going to look for anything that you cannot see. And by looking with the blindfold on, you're going to find the hidden secrets that have been restricting you, and you're going to release it. All right, my beautiful Capricorns, let's take a look at LOVE. Couples first, and then singles. We're going to see what's coming in for you. You in a relationship where both of you are on the same page. You are in the relationship, not just one. If you're just one, then you want to look at the singles. All right. No, I don't read these in reverse. I turn my deck. It's upside down. That's all, guys. Stay optimistic about your love life. Remember that you and your partner came together for a reason. It's time to accept the apology. It's time to open up to the love. You've gone through a lot. You have. And you've grown on an intense level. You know this. They may know this. But whatever the two of you have going on, you will convey this to them, where you're going to see them in a whole different way. You're going to see the truth about the partner that you are with. Whether it's negative or positive, you will be able to identify with it. The optimism, the positive thinking is what's going to transform that relationship into a new dynamic. It will release anything that was restricting the two of you from being able to be the perfect pair. This is an opportunity for the two of you to actually become a beautiful together unit. Now, when we look at singles, we have the card of engagement. You're going to meet somebody, my beautiful single Capricorns. You're going to meet somebody that you're going to want to spend so much time with. As you release the old, it opens up a hole, a void that's going to be filled by somebody brand new. It may be any of the zodiac signs that we spoke of, but it's most definitely somebody that's meant for your true path. Your purpose in life is to walk with somebody right next to you. You feel it. You know it. Maybe you don't have it yet. Maybe you've never experienced love. But this is that moment where you're going to go to a higher level than you ever thought. So if you've never been in love, you're falling in love. If you've been in love and you were hurt and you went through all of this, you've got somebody brand new that is going to help you in the next decade or more of your life, the rest of your lifetime. This is a beautiful moment for you to rise into a brand new relationship. So I do hope this helps you, my beautiful Capricorns. Thumbs up this video and much love.